Hello everyone and welcome to Moementum channel. Today I'm going to walk you through how I managed to drastically increase my dividend income from only about $10 a year to over $1,000 in 2020. I'm going to show you my portfolio that I have and what type of funds I'm investing in that has allowed me to increase my dividend stock investing drastically. For the subscribers of Moementum channel, you may recall that I started investing with Wealthsimple back in 2017. Wealthsimple is a robo-advisor that allows you to simply invest your funds without having to really do a lot of homework. It makes the investing process a lot easier by investing in high quality, low cost, exchange traded funds. These are asset classes that track the overall performance of the market, and as a result, it allows you to have more diversification and less volatility. This video is all about transparency. I'm going to show you the exact details of my account so that you also get inspired about investing and financial freedom. You can see here the overall state of my account. So my portfolio has grown drastically over the past couple of months, and this is thanks to continuous contributions that I've made to my account. This has been coupled with a better performance of the stock market over the past several weeks, which has led to astounding returns so far. While this portfolio may sound very large, it had very humble beginnings. When I started back in 2017, I deposited a very small portion of funds to my account, only less than about $500. And the account's value over time was subject to certain volatility. As you may recall, back in 2018, particularly, the stock market was not doing as well. So the account was subject to a lot of ups and downs. But over time and through persistence, financial discipline, and continuous contribution, my account value jumped drastically. You can see how my account transparently has grown over the years. So this portfolio consists of two sets of accounts. I do have two registered accounts here. One is a RRSP, or Registered Retired Savings Plan, and the other one is a tax-free savings account, a type of account which is available to eligible Canadians. Let's take a closer look at the different types of asset classes that each one of my accounts possess and hold within the account. In my RRSP, I have set the risk tolerance as growth, which is the highest level of risk tolerance. And the main reason for such selection is, for me, I'm looking into these accounts from a long-term perspective and knowing that I'm not going to tap into their account value until I get to my retirement age, and that's why I'm willing to take high risk for the greater benefits over the long term. Clicking on the View Holdings allows me to take a closer look at the different holdings within this portfolio. About 90% of this portfolio is invested into stocks, and the remaining 10% is invested in bonds, which are less volatile. Wealthsimple ensures that the funds are invested through a diversification lens. We have here a portion of my funds invested in U.S. stocks, VTI, Vanguard Total Stock Market Exchange Traded Funds. Within my RRSP account, I have about 24 shares, and the performance has been an astounding 19.9% return. Next, we have the international equities, or IEFA, iShares Core MSCI. Here we have about 61 shares, and the performance is 5.2%. Next category is emerging markets equities. This allows me to invest in emerging markets that consist of companies based in economies such as China, Brazil, Russia, and India, but also a number of different countries that are included here. The return here has been negative 2.3%. Next, we have Canadian stocks, and in this category, I'm invested in XIC, iShares, Core S&P, Standard & Poor's Index for Toronto Stock Exchange. We have about 95 shares here, and the return has been 10%. Moving on, we have global equities. Here we are invested in ACWV, the ticker symbol. This is an iShares exchange traded funds investing in global companies. The return has been 6.9%, and we have about 20 shares. Lastly, for US equities with CAD-hedged, we are invested in VUS, Vanguard U.S. Total Market Index, and the return has been astounding 17.8%. Moving on, we are also about 10% invested in bonds. For bonds, I'm invested in ZFL and QTIP. Let's take a look how these accounts have performed since I've been invested into them. As for ZFL, the performance has been 4.9%, and for QTIP, or Mackenzie Financial Corporation's U.S. inflation-linked bonds, the performance has been 2.2%. I do have some funds in my TFSA account as well, so we are going to scroll back to my TFSA account, see what holdings we have there and what the returns have been in TFSA accounts. Very similar type of account, VTI with a return of 14.2%, XEF or iShares Core MSCI Index, the return has been 6.4%, and we have about 125 shares here. EEMV with a negative return of 2.1%, XIC with a return of 8.3%, global equities return of 6.3%, VUS return of 13.1%, and my bonds account with returns of respectively 4.2 and 1.9% for ZFL and QTIP. Earlier I indicated to you how I have grown my dividend investments from only $10 back in 2017 to about $1,000 now in 2020. The way I do that is by tracking the dividend income that I've earned over the years. So for instance, I have here in my tracker a list of all the dividends that I've earned. Back in 2017, I had about $10.60 dividend income. 2018, I grew this to $227, and in 2019, drastically increased it to $670. In 2020, I'm using my Excel tracker to estimate how much income I can expect from my dividend income. So this is a tracker that I'm sharing with you on the screen. As you can see, I have listed all my exchange traded fund that I possess, the number of shares that I own for each one of them. Because I'm invested in both my RRSP and TFSA, my tracker keeps track of both of them and then gives me the total account using some formulas that I've added in my Excel file. Then I've added the estimated dividend income from these exchange traded funds. You know that the dividend income from any stock or bond or other asset class cannot be guaranteed, but the estimates from the previous year can give you a close enough number as to how much dividend income you could expect in the next year. So I keyed in the dividend paid out in 2019 and using those total quantities to estimate how much income I can earn in dividends in 2020. I've already updated the RRSP columns, but I'm going to show you how, as I update the quantities that I own from my TFSA account, my dividend income is going to be growing. This was updated as of February 7th, and I'm going to update it as of today and see how this anticipated dividend income is going to grow. So I'm going to flip back to my TFSA account. As you could see here, I have 17.86 shares of VTI in my TFSA account. So I'm going to scroll back, 17.86. And notice how, as I press enter, the total anticipated dividend income is growing as well. So that's really exciting and keeps you motivated to want to contribute more and more to your account. It's almost like a game, and the prize ultimately is how much more dividend income you can earn at the end of the year. Moving on, for XEF, we have 124.69. So I key in that number. Moving back, for EEMV, we have 39.89. Then we have XIC 71.64. Scrolling down, we have our ACWV for 15.37. You can notice how the anticipated dividend income is growing as well. Moving on, for our bonds, we have ZFL for 70.24. 70.24. And of course, for QTIP, we have 4.41. I just want to make sure I didn't skip any one of these ones. So maybe double checking. I think for VUS, yes, that's the one that we have 15.47. So we can update that as well. There you have it, folks. So this is based on estimates that as of February 8th, and given the estimates of paid out dividends in 2019, what dividend I can expect to earn for my year 2020. There are 2 points that I want to flag here. One is, as I grow my quantities of different exchange traded funds that I have, the expected anticipated dividend paid out for 2020 would be growing. Now, some of it is because it's taking into account some of the paid out dividends in the prior month. So let's say if in the middle of the month I've already deposited a huge amount of funds into my account, this number may not be exactly as accurate. That being said, the fact that I'm continuously contributing to my account and the expectation that dividend incomes for 2020 may be slightly higher than 2019, I think this is a close enough estimate of how much dividend income one can expect in my account in 2020. I usually make a video at the end of the year to show you truly and transparently how much dividend income I earned. So I hope that at the end of the year, once we get to that point, and throughout the year, as I continue to make more videos, we can keep track of this and see how this account is growing. The intention for this video is not to brag or show off by any means, but rather to make you excited about the power of investing in exchange traded funds and the power of passive income investing in stock market. I hope you get excited about it. If you are interested to take advantage of this tool and invest in a simple, hassle-free investing tool, I do encourage you to check out the referral link that I have with Wealthsimple. By clicking on the referral link, which is available in the description box below, you can get started about investing with Wealthsimple and manage your funds for free for up to a year. I think this is a no-brainer. I hope that you take advantage of this offer and get started investing with Wealthsimple. Wealthsimple offers their services not only here in Canada, but also in UK and the US. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to our channel. We make weekly videos about personal development, investing, and financial freedom. Be sure to check out some of the other videos that we have on this channel and leave me a comment in the comment box below. Are you invested in the stock market? What are some of your best performing stocks or exchange traded funds? Would love to hear from you, and I will be sure to respond to each and every comment. Until next time, see you.